Hey everyone, how you doing today? Thought I'd take another look at the workshop and see what was out there, and there's some real cool things here again. A lot of work by a lot of different authors yet again. So the very first one here is the Aetos Explorer by theScriptHD, and this is a very cool looking ship. Kind of a bit unique. It's got this big disc going on here with this beveled framework, and then supported by by a lot of glass going down, looking into looks like the hangar area below here. Let's take a look at some of the other parts of this ship here. I like that. I like all the landing gear are kind of set up on these on all this like framework blocks over here. That is really cool. Big thruster housings sticking out the sides over here. I like the curve. I like the fluctuation in colors here as well. So kind of a three-tone design. Running some pretty big thrusters over here too. I imagine this would move around pretty good. Now this is a vanilla ship. I am in Reforged Eden, so the stats won't come out quite right. But in vanilla, this looks like it would really scoot along pretty good. Here, let me turn on the HUD a second. I just want to take a look at its hull material. So it looks like we are running hardened steel, which is pretty appropriate. Now this ship is deemed as a vanilla ship, and it is a kind of an all-around CV. So it for exploration purposes and just doing whatever gameplay functions you'd want to do with it. Really nice, really cool layout and design here. Definitely like that. I like the bridge section here too. It's kind of got this incaved glass, but these like frame pieces going off the side over here. It looks like we have some sneaky turrets in places too. You can see there's some retractable turrets in different locations. This looks pretty interesting along the side here too. There's a decal piece in there. Yeah, that's a pretty cool look. I like all the orange accents here around that too. And then kind of along the bottom, this looks pretty cool too. A pipe going into like another deco type piece. Very cool. You got some embedded texture lights inside those. Very nice. Some grates over here too. Looks like the bottom side too. We got looks like a double beveled framework set up here with different colors being used too. So that is very nice. So let's hop in this a minute here. So it looks like we got a big old hangar door on the back here. Very nice. So let's see. It looks like a 5x9 hangar door. Very nice. Repair bay as soon as you come in. A lot of room in here. This is pretty cool. I like that. I like how you get the reflections, at least if it's lit outside of the framework of the glass that shines down on the hangar floor. That adds in some extra detail, definitely. And we got a teleporter chilling out over here, very convenient. And then we've got our shield, main core, protection tank, and this structure here, kind of in the middle. This is a very open architecture ship, which I kind of appreciate in a lot of ways, because as lost as I get in some ships, this one is pretty straightforward. I don't think I'm going to get lost in this ship. We'll see though. So yeah, in here, yep, very nice. You got access to this in case you need to repair it or tweak it or add in stuff or whatever. I like this farm section here in the middle, and then you got glass floors going along the bottom of the ship as well. So it looks like we got 27 grow plots here. There's a catwalk right above here. Oh, okay. This is where our food processor and fridges are. I really like this orange metal framework going along the top here. That's some pretty cool detail. In fact, you know, let me get over to the lighting. Take a look at this in the dark here a minute. Oh yeah, definitely looks definitely changes the look of it. That looks really cool. I like how that the light kind of accents the side pieces there. It's of course, it's well lit because of the grow lights in the farm section there. Very nice. So over here, it looks like we got our armor lockers and repair. And on the other side here, it looks like we've got med bay. It's kind of neat how it's kind of elevated on these catwalks, or these mezzanines, or whatever you would want to call them. But very, very cool. And it looks like we've got some storage chilling out over here. Harvest controller. So I got to assume that this is set up with either mining or a multi-turret for salvaging. Let's continue on here, going towards the front of the ship. Oh, now we've got production alley here. Oh yeah, a lot of production too, it looks like. So we've got constructors, storage controllers, cargo boxes, more constructors, small constructors, advanced constructors. A lot of storage in here too, which is nice. If you're going to be out cruising the galaxy, you're going to want to carry a lot of stuff with you. And the ship's thrust and everything like that looks like it would do that in very nicely. Yeah, again, cool framework, cool lighting, texture lights, the other lights. That looks really nice. So coming in here, oh yeah, we got another one of these kind of like catwalks over here, and this looks like where you pilot the ship at. A nice big glass window display on the front, and we've got a couple lower areas. Looks like a passenger seat there, and a couple passenger seats on the other side as well. By some computer controls there, so they can do some navigation stuff. Gotta have it. Oh, this is really cool, and it's amazing too. I have not been lost. I think that's it. I didn't see any side corridor rooms or hallways or other things like that anywhere in here. Let me get the lights back on. And yeah, very, very nice. Again, the little thing is the framework. The use of the round blocks going around here. That actually, I don't see this done too often, unless it's like trying to be like an architecture statement for building. But this is like portrayed in like a metal, I would assume metal framework, and it looks really, really cool that way. The way the orange fluctuates from the darker colors and the whiter walls and things like that. Now this is a vanilla creation again. There's one thing that I am noticing that seems a little off to me, and maybe you see that right now too. If it is vanilla, it should only need 4 advanced CPU blocks, but what I'm seeing here is we've got our 4 advanced CPU blocks, and then there's 2 improved blocks over here, or CPU blocks. I don't know if this is intended to have these improved in here. Maybe upgrade path to Reforged Eden. But I would think if I was in vanilla right now, having these 2 installed would screw up the 10 million CPU that you would naturally get from the 4 advanced cores. So this might be a problem. So I just wanted to throw that out there. Maybe it was just, you know, getting ready to upgrade this to Reforged Eden, and this might be a home for some of these blocks over here, and maybe they weren't supposed to be left in. Now I did some updates to a ship of mine to the Ascension, and I screwed up a couple times. I was trying to fix a couple bugs with it, like not having O2 in an elevator, and getting some rads from a pentaxa tank and other things. So I was testing all that yesterday, and then I updated the blueprint, and then when I was testing it, I had to put in the shield to see the results on some of the stuff, and I forgot to remove the shield. And I, thanks to a heads up on comments by a particular Garaman who's been very, very helpful so many times in the past, and again pointed out that I forgot to remove the shield before I updated the blueprint, and so I updated it again this morning, removing that shield. So sorry about that. I do make some mistakes. I was kind of in a hurry when I was doing that. I wanted to address that ship for a little while anyway. Anyway, this is a really, really cool creation. Let's take a look at some specs here. So the CPU, obviously in vanilla, would be different, but I do think it would be off how it sits because of the 2 improved cores that are in place. I would expect this to be 10 million CPU, and the ship would easily fit within that 10 million CPU. So I don't think there would be a problem in vanilla, except for those improved cores that are here that shouldn't be if it was a vanilla creation, if you got the advanced installed as well. So that's probably the only thing. Oh, the detector's up there. I didn't even notice that. Look at all the O2 areas there. Anyway, so let's take a look at some other specs here. General stats: size class 6, 24-hour and 18-minute build time. A lot of fuel tanks, which seems very appropriate for an explorer style ship. These numbers here would be improved in vanilla from what you see now, but they're not bad even in Reforged Eden here. It's got some pretty hefty thrusters on here, but I would imagine these specs would go up quite a bit if I was looking at this in vanilla as well. And a lot of these stats, like the build time and stuff, would probably change too in vanilla. Probably a lower build time from what I'm seeing here in Reforged Eden. So on storage, so what do we got here? A lot of controllers here again. So we've got an ammo controller at 320K. Looks like all these 320s. Yeah, so it looks like we got 6 regular controllers at 320K with the XL lift thrusters on here too. I don't think this would have any problems moving that storage around. And we also have a harvest controller at 320K, and then of course a whole lot of cargo boxes and other things in here too. So just a lot of storage all around. Very nice ship, very nice ship. So yeah, check this one out and see what you think. Just be mindful, and maybe if Script's watching this, just maybe take a look at the improved core situation here, which I think that would throw the ship off currently. Very, very quick and easy fix. Just blot and you're fixed. I don't see any other cores like a 5th advanced CPU core or basic CPU core anywhere in here. I also got a nice display on the warp drive too. That looks really cool. Embedded in the ceiling, it keeps it out of the way. You don't get heat or rage from it, and it looks neat. So very nice, very nice. All right, well, on the next ship here, this is by Ente or Ente. I'm still not exactly sure how I should say that. Does it say his name? But look at this crazy ship here. Very, very cool design again. Heavily detailed, a lot of texture work done to this. Fluctuations in colors. Anywhere you look on the hull, there's just more stuff going on. Like this area over here with these kind of sphere tanks. It looks really neat off the side there. And piping going into them. We even got solar on the back here. Look at that. Solar all along the bottom section here. Now this is a Reforged Eden creation on this one. I really like how that was the solar was added in here though. It doesn't really like stick out. And it looks pretty nice from the bottom side, and it's not sure how many solar panels we're looking at, but I wouldn't doubt that it's trying to hit 24 solar panels. Looks like we've got our long-range radar out back here. Yep. And looks like a lot of firepower throughout the ship as well. Very pretty, very pretty. I do like this. I've seen another ship like this, similar characteristics of how the hull's done, and I really like this look though. It's a neat design on this. Really cool all the way around here, and how this top section is done too. Very nice, very nice. So we've got some little thrusters embedded in here in various places, but I do believe it's got some big thrusters around too. Oh yeah, so we've got, yeah, some XL thrusters back over here, so that's our reverse thrust. Looks like at least 2 of those. Forward thrust back here, the big, small, and others. Some lift thrusters, again the XL thrusters in there. And the stance when it docks on the ground too is pretty cool. It's kind of like you've got some landing gear back over here, and almost like the midsection of the ship, and then the front nose comes all the way down to the ground in that section, and then the back section of the ship pretty much just kind of stays elevated above the whole area. That's pretty slick. Yeah, very pretty, very pretty. Let's head in this one here. I'm gonna do the lighting thing right away here, too. Oh, I moved something. When I came in, I hit a button here. So here, let me close that again. This is how it would be stock. Yeah, I sort of hit that just to see what was under there earlier. So we come into a lower hangar, and there's another hangar up above there. And this looks really, really cool too. Like how the flooring's done on here. A lot of texture fluctuation, but it's all kind of like dialed in, so it doesn't look like it's too busy or crazy. This looks great too. This is kind of a medical station with all the parts, plus a standard medical bay there. Kind of looks like it's you're walking by a store in a mall or something like that. It's very cool. I love it. So up over here, looks like we've got some cargo boxes and things. These guys are seem to be arguing about something. She's making sure people don't park in the wrong spots in the hangar. Yep, we got that. Very nice. So what do we got over here? Oh, so we've got elevators here. Uh-oh. And floors. But they're all very nicely labeled. I'm getting scared already. I've seen a gym, a black hole, diver, shooting range, engineering, crew quarters, briefing, brig, main hangar, bow, maintenance, HV hangar control, HV hangar. So this would be our HV hangar. Makes sense because it's got ramps that go to the go out to the ground. But this is a neat feature over here too. Now obviously this looks really neat, but this big ramp in here, and that's why I kind of raised it up before. I was like, what's under the ramp? So we've got our some more controllers here, but raising this up gives you like another whole room where you could actually dock stuff here if you didn't have the ramp down. And then there's a lot of storage controllers in the section here too. This one I have a feeling is going to have quite a lot of storage in it as well. I've seen a lot of storage controllers already. But that is pretty slick. I like the looks of the model work of these ramps. I think they look very nice, and used in this way, I think it would be a cost savings if you were to replace all this with blocks to make that ramp. It would probably be more expensive and not look near as good. So this is a very nice idea. Not to mention it moves, so you got access to the area below it too. And then you come up into, I would say, the main hangar, and wow, very, very pretty. Nice use of texture lights in here to create like hangar lighting. A lot of detail and depth, using some deco parts in the mix. A lot of the more tricky blocks and things like that. Just again, everything's very, very nicely detailed in here, and the lighting looks great. Yeah, just really nice all the way around. And we got kind of a runway here, which would go out the front of the ship. And this is so cool too when you actually going outside. I don't know why, but this reminds me of like Battlestar Galactica. You know, when the Vipers were taking off through those launch chambers, and you'd get all like the lights on the side as they were accelerating out into space. Kind of has that effect. And we've got some defense turrets and other things in this section as well. Very pretty. Look at that. It's talk about sci-fi. This looks really, really amazing here. Nice big hangar doors on the side here. I'm guessing these are some 13x7s, I would assume. And oh, wait a minute. So that's not all. I guess I'm, so we came in from here, and then there's a ramp. I didn't realize there's another ramp going out to this section, which is more hangar space, and this is where our repair bay is. Look at that. Tell me that's not pretty. Yeah, that looks really, really, really nice. Then we've got, looks like I'd say 5x9 hangar door in the back. So yeah, a lot of places to pull ships in, repair them, store them. You could plan out an invasion of a planet with all your buddies and equipment and launch all at once. I think that would be a really cool thing. I didn't expect this other hangar here. I thought that the hangar one floor down was going to be it. So yeah, having another one up here, that's really, really cool. So at the front side of this hangar, looks like we've got quite the production area. A lot of constructors. I know the ship already has a lot of storage all over the place in it. That looks really cool. Again, everything's just very, very nicely detailed. Every inch and nook and cranny has been gone over. Very nice, very nice. Neat looking texture on the pipes here too, so they would illuminate in the dark. All right. So let's try this elevator at first here. So main bridge medic. So I'm on 5. Let's go up to 6. You know, I ran into this problem too. See how the it's like inverted, like the decals that were put on the blocks are facing the other direction. I ran into that too, and certain blocks just do that. Like the decals come up backwards on them. So it's a weird situation. Oh, look at this. So yeah, wow, this is neat. This is neat. This is another really big ship. I haven't looked at the size class or anything yet, but I gotta assume it's pretty big. This looks great. Menus, how this whole area is set up in the side here. That's very nice. And we actually got a food processor and a fridge in the section. Stuff on TV, hot coffee, Terminator, Babylon 8, Terra Y, Terminator 7. Nice. Bathroom over there. Yep, need it. And I'm taking this corridor here, and it looks like we get into a farm section. Ooh, I like that. Look at the LCD around this and the sideways lever here. Very nice, very nice. So yeah, we got looks like 18 grow plots over here. Just want to go to the inverse side and see if we got the same thing over here. Yep, another 18 grow plots. So we've got 36 grow plots so far. Oh no, I have a feeling I'm gonna get lost. So then we got a CPU room over here. And it looks like our main core is in this section as well. Now this one obviously is going to need quite a lot of CPU, I'm pretty sure too. It looks like it would have all the stock Reforged Eden cores, and I don't know. Most of these ships typically don't come with the quantum or auxiliary cores stock. They're usually meant for you to add those in after the fact. I have a feeling this one will need some of that. Due to the type of thrusters, how big the ship is, how many guns it's got on it, all that stuff costs CPU. Look at this. I love when this is done, when you've got, when you're walking down like a hallway here, but then you've got open glass viewing other floors around the area. It just makes the hallway that much more detailed. I haven't even been down over there yet. Oh, I'm gonna get lost. I'm gonna get lost. I know. It's well labeled too. The elevators even tell you where you're going. Doesn't mean I can read. So we are on 6. So we got a gym, black hole diver. Let's see, what is a... it's a bar. It's a bar. Oh, look at this. I'm just noticing the blockwork on the ceiling there. That reminds me of something. Something another author did on a collaboration ship. Look, Really cool. Very, very nice and stylish area. It does look like a nice tavern over here. Oh, it looks like some kind of maybe like a dartboard game, futuristic dartboard. That's cool. That's cool. So all the attention to detail, everywhere you look. Makes walking around on a ship like this, it's neat. So let's go up the stairs here. Okay, so this is that catwalk we were in before. Let me pick a different floor here. So we're gonna go down to 5. Yeah, I think it's that block right there. I'm just curious if this is a fixable thing or not. So I'm gonna just go to rotate this block around a minute and see if it could be. Oh, I see. Oh, I see. It lines up to that on one side. I think that is what the actual problem is. And it's not the author's fault. It's a weird thing that happens here with some blocks on the symbols. They don't seem to align correctly. We were on 5, right? Yeah. So if that block was rotated in that direction, then it would come out correctly. I ran into the same problem before too, so I understand. Just some that one particular block, the one that doesn't have the edges on both sides. This one here is one of the culprits of having all the decals coming in like 180 off on what they're supposed to be set. So all right, so 5. And this is that area, so we walked in the catwalk above here, but this is where our shield is. Looks like some nicely installed generators here, protected by glass housings. That looks really nice. I like how this glass housing was done too. The glass is pretty. I do like this. It's not for every application, but how it's done here, it looks really, really nice, and it serves the function of in case one of these gets blown up or a big hull breach, that it doesn't blow up into the interior. This glass will shield that from happening to a point, unless it gets hit some more, of course. But very nice, very nice. Love the display of the warp core here in the middle as well. Pentaxia tank hooked up, pipe work going into it. Yeah, very nicely done. Very nicely done. So then we got a production area here, and we have seen this before, so this actually gets us back into one of the hangars. It looks like this would be our top level hangar of the three hangars that all interconnect. So now we're up to 6, and this is the Cantina CPU Hydroponics Battle Bridge. So we got a cantina as well. Oh yeah, we've been here already. Yeah, alright. CPU room, yeah, we've been here. Let's go up to 7. We got our teleporter over here. Very nice, very nice. And we got some kind of door in here. It's getting all spooky. It's all like dark and alien like. Oh, and this gets us up to this big top landing pad that you could dock something pretty good sized on here. I like that. Double doors coming out to that. Let's go the other way here. And this is our main bridge, it looks like. Yeah, kind of overlooking the front area of the ship. I love the texture lights in here as well. That gives it some more detail on top of everything else that's already going on. And we got even some side doors to walk out onto the outer hall here from the bridge, which is very convenient. Honestly, it's an aspect that I'll try to do something like that in future builds as well. That would apply to. Basically, the idea is if you're transferring, like moving from one ship to another, or you need to get out, say you just blew up something out in space, and then you're going to go out on foot with your guns and shoot up some guys on the inside. It's very nice to have a direct access point very close to where you're flying the ship at to get out of the ship And you can do that through like a drone hatch, or in this case, like side doors going out to the hull here. Double side doors too for a little extra protection there. I also noticed that on the lower hangar doors were doubled up as well, which here, let me get the light back on here a minute. You can kind of see your double hangar doors in this section too, which is basically doubling the hit points before you have a hull breach. And the hangar doors tend to get blown out fairly easily if you're in the thick of it. Anyway, I'm sure again I missed some areas in the ship, but I'll keep on moving on here. Let's take a look at the oops, wrong button. Go away. No. Would I hit F5? I meant to hit F4. There we go. So, what do we got for storage here? We got a recycle in at 320, water 320, products 1 and 2 at 320 or 320. I like all the labeling here, very organized. And tax it at 320. Materials 1, 2, handguns. Okay, handguns is smaller at 16. Stone 320, that makes a lot of sense. Armor and upgrade 16s. Small containers, a lot of cargo boxes on top of that. So what do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That was 320, right? Yep. 7, 8, 9. Ammo, and then what do we got? 3 ammo controllers at 320. So what? 12 320k storage. Best I can assess here. I don't know. There's 13 dump. Yeah, a lot of storage. At least 13 320ks, plus a lot of cargo boxes and other smaller storage setups in there. Again, very, very cool ship. Very cool ship. Last but not least here, main specs. Size class 19. 36 hour and 26 minute build time. It's going to be pretty expensive. It's going to use rares and stuff like that. It does use an advanced upgrade kit, probably for the long range radar, I'm guessing. That's just a guess. So 36 grill plots. I got 3 crew members on here, it looks like. And yeah, really cool. 45 fuel tanks, 9 generators. Spec wise, looking pretty good. 32 ms forward, 19 lift, 10 down, 9 reverse, strafing at 10 as well. Yeah, very, very nice. It looks really awesome, like a ship that you'd see in a sci-fi movie. It really does. Very nice work there. So the next one here, this one's pretty unique, and it's by an author I'm unfamiliar with again. And this is the Krait Phantom by Tomcat. And right off the gates, I'm already admiring its color scheme. I really kind of like that copper brown shade mixed in with the darks, and then some lighter gray accents in there. They're kind of like a 3-color setup. Cool shape on this. I don't know. It's not really like a Millennium Falcon, but it's different. It looks really, really cool. It's kind of has a little bit of those characteristics, but totally unique from that too. Some of the characteristics I was talking about is the big thruster section back over here, and kind of the general shape here. But what's really neat on this one is how it's cut in with this like extra layer of blocks over the top here, making these patterns and color changes throughout the hull. And these angles matching like the side angles here. Really like how this is done right here too. So it kind of looks like you got like a framework over another section in the mix there. And we got a lot of reverse thrusters over here. Again, a little bit like you would think Millennium Falcon or something like that would be, but it's obviously not that. And that's really cool. This is neat too. This is these back sections here. Big, yeah, kind of like this big plating section over here with the name of the ship, using a couple of the different color separations there. Very, very nice. Very nice. Yeah, cool looking ship. Obviously, we got some retractable turrets like hiding away in here too, so it does have some guns. And look at this bridge here. So a combination of using the thin glass and the armored glass, or well, this is armored glass as well, but that looks really neat. That looks really neat how this is done up, and I like this little trim going in here too. I see some LCDs on the inside there. Let's take a quick look at the bottom. So we got a walk path that goes in the ship over here, front landing gear. So this one looks like it was designed at a even number width. Kind of tell by the 2 landing gear in the center instead of 1. That is cool. Well, I like the back landing gear too. Looks pretty solid there, and they're all turned sideways. Looks like it's got. Looks like it would actually work. So coming in here, we're getting to our hangar. Let's do the lighting thing. That looks very nice. I like how the warp drive is turned sideways, and you can get away with that being in the center because it's an even number center on this ship. And then there's hangar doors to support even numbers as well. So very cool. Nice looking LCD up here. Yeah, it's simple. I love the roundy corners on there and the fact that it's all like tinted. That looks really, really cool. Nice framework around the entry point here too. And yeah, decent sized hangar, enough to park something big or a couple of smaller things. Off to the side here, I like how this is displayed too. So we got magenta lights, looking at the shield, detector, taxi tank. On that side, this side's different, so I'll have to look at that. Then we've got access into this room. Oh, I like this. The embedded constructors. I like that. That's very nice. Main core detector, so you do have interior access to those parts as well. Nice looking pipe blocks on the side here. LCDs over the container controller and armor repair there too. So on the other side, yep, that's kind of what I expected. The farm section here. Yep, there's our grow lights, and there's our lever for the lamps. Removable blocks to add in the grow plots, so you don't need to finance those right off the gates. Let me take a look at some blocks here too. Okay, that is combat steel. Sometimes when I see this texture, I wonder if it could be Xeno, but it is combat steel. In fact, the outer hull of this ship is combat steel. Well, no, not everywhere. Okay, so the trim stuff here, which is probably a block over combat steel, is not, which makes a lot of sense to keep that weight down. And weight's always a big factor in these ships too. If you want them to move good versus the amount of thrust you've got. Alright, so once we come in the hangar, you can come in right from the bottom, get up to this floor, bend over there to some construction, to our farm area. Just want to see what's through this door here. Oh, we got a bathroom and or a toilet and shower. This looks awfully nice. Block work done on the ceiling, light sensors, fridge, food processor right in the area here. Very nice. And in here, oh, medical. Nice. So we got our like a full medical bay over there. Some production, a couple small constructors, main cargo bay, armor locker, some O2, a few armor lockers, main ammo bay. I like the red light here. Oh, that looks neat too on the side. So it's actually a pretty detailed model with those lockers there. Like how this how this feels in here. And then we got the red internal light, and then again you can kind of see that it is a 2-block center So your pilot seat would be on one of the 2 blocks there, and some looks like some heads-up display as well for some of the ship functions. I think that's it. It's not that big of a ship. Very nicely done though. Nicely organized, cool looking theme. The colors and the general design of the ship, definitely like that. Let's take a look at some specs. Alright, so unlock level 25, size class 4. So yeah, not a real big ship. 18-hour and 10-minute build time. Obviously it's going to need some rares again because of probably thrusters and weapons. 14 fuel tanks. Really good forward motion. Strafing motion is not bad. A lot of lift thrust on here as well, and general good thrust setup. I'm sure everything, you got to figure in your CPU and all that fun stuff in the mix. Speaking of CPU, so yeah, this isn't running the 2.1 million CPU. It is a lot lower than that, and just a little bit over that, but probably not enough to make any difference. So it would require a little bit less resources because it doesn't. It's not going up to tier 4 basically. Let's see. And then let's also take a look at its cargo. So we got our main ammo bay, 80K. Main cargo bay, 320K. A couple pallets, fridges, and other things. So not a huge amount of storage, but you have 80K ammo, which is plenty for this type of ship. I mean, if it was some crazy dreadnought, you'd probably want more than that, but it's not. And 320K main cargo in it. Yeah, really cool looking ship. Again, by an author I'm unfamiliar with. I'll have to take a look at their work options and see what else this author has made. This is really nice. Great job on this. Love it. Really cool shape, color scheme, full ball wax. Nice interior layout. Very functionable. All right, so the next one here is something a little bit smaller than the rest of them, but still decent sized. And this is the Stingray Mk2 by Movado. And this is a smaller, I believe, a starter style CV. And it's kind of going more for that rusty look with the kind of the rusty metal and worn style, which is definitely a very cool look as well. And we got a couple turrets on the top. It looks like a couple turrets in these kind of this double-edged wing section, and then our reverse thrusters. Nice use of the deco block there, and deco blocks over here as well. Yeah, I expect, because of its starter nature, it's not going to have any giant thrusters on it or anything like that. Hull material, looks like we're running carbon here. Carbon on that. Okay, so this, despite the thrusters out here, this would probably zip around pretty good. Stingray starter, exploration CV. Yep. Nice. Well, as we come in here, looks like we just got a lot of function stuff and information on how to upgrade this to add more parts in and where those parts should go, which is definitely wonderful, especially for a starter vessel. So we got advanced constructor, fridge, food processor, ammo controller, medical equipment around this area, shower, passenger seats, harvest controller. So it can be used for CPU extenders. Okay, so we have a CPU room to add in that stuff. Generator. Looks like we've just, all I've seen so far in here is a basic CPU core, and that probably is all it uses stock. But definitely designed for some upgrading. So our Pentex tank, a 1x3 generator, main core, fuel tank, O2 tank, room for stuff. And then off to the bridge here. Yeah, very nice. Looks again, looks like it would serve the purpose of being a starter CV quite well. It's got like everything you'd want on it. Room to add in more stuff. Compact shield. It looks like it's designed for a compact shield. I didn't see the 3x3x3 area needed for the full-size shield, so that makes a lot of sense. And stuff on the walls here. We're seeing another backwards decal. Yeah, lo and behold, it's that block. It's that one block with the bevel on one side, I believe. That causes the decals on the other side to be 180 off. So that'd be something for the devs to maybe take a look at on why that is. Very nice, very nice. Anyway, let's take a look at some specs on here. So yeah, look at that. CPU 40,000 tier 1, only using 304 out of that. So right off the gates, you can pop in a shield and things and be all set. Now, did this have a warp drive in it? That is something I don't recall seeing on the walkthrough. I suppose it would tell me in stats too, wouldn't it? It does have a pentaxid tank. Well, here, let's take a look at these. Would this tell me if you got a warp drive in you? Not really. So 3 hour and 20 minute build time, so pretty quick build time. This is Reforged Ente. Vanilla stats typically are lower on build time, from what I've noticed. 7 miniguns on here, a detector, 5 fuel tanks, really good forward thrust. Strafing is acceptable. Lift thrust is really good. Down thrust, back thrust, everything looks pretty good there. Let's take a look at its storage. Krait Phantom, Stingray. There we go. So we got a 320k ammo controller on here. No wait, heck, 320 standard controller, and a 320k ammo controller, and a 320k harvest controller. And then a fridge and cargo pallet. Nice, nice. So yeah, very cool, very cool. Functional. You can get around, do everything, and bring your friends along with you. So very cool design. So on the last one today, and this one I pulled out of new releases this morning, and this is the Vindicator by. Vindicator for RE by Runin, or Ronin, R-U-N-I-N. This looks really nice. This is definitely a combat-focused ship. Well, all means here. It's got a lot of guns on it, and interesting. We've got we got some drills on the front, so it looks like a set of 5 drills. Is it? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, so for some nice asteroid mining, we've got some fixed rocket launchers on the front here. Multiple rocket launcher. Huh. Yeah, that's a part I don't think I've used that before on a CV. I'm not really familiar with this part. That's definitely a Reforged Eden thing. A lot of turrets around here, set up. Yeah, quite a lot of turrets. So this is definitely designed again for combat. Cool looking ship. I like the color scheme on it. Running blues and like a light gray, dark grays, kind of all blended together to make a nice looking paint job. Cool shaping on this too. Looks quite aerodynamic and kind of fighter-like, definitely. Which I definitely like that, and I do believe it is a fighter-like ship. Very nice, very nice. So let's take a quick look here around the bottom side. Yeah, I like how this is all done up over here too. Kind of goes up in there. A lot of block work on the bottom side here. So as we get in, nice looking hangar here. Looks like we've got production in the corner. We've got some storage on the side. So we got storage units. We got a 320 ammo, ore, more ammo, and freight. So at least 4 320s on here. Yeah. And here, let me put away that multi-tool here. And right up here, we've got our warp core kind of in the center middle of the hangar. Another small constructor armor locker. And O2 and a med, standard med unit. And let's see, so we've got access ways going into an elevator on either side here. O2 in the elevator. Something I occasionally forget to do. And then it looks like we pop up into some form of, I believe, a secure bridge. A couple passenger seats, main pilot seat right in this area. And then we're back down the elevator. So yeah, it's pretty, from what I can tell, it looks like I missed an area though. Let's head back up here and head out this way. Ah, okay, here's the rest of the medical. Here's like a full medical bay area, and we've got our shower on the one side here. Very convenient setup. And then on the other side, we have a, looks like a crew area. And some beds and all that crew stuff, another fridge in here. Kind of overlooking the hangar with the glass below. Great looking LCDs over the controllers and things too. That looks really nice. So because this is a combat ship, I'm going to fly through the hull a little bit here too. See what else is going on here. So we've got a shield and warp core in this section. Multiple fuel tanks around there. Looks like we've got a lot of hardened or heavy glass. Rows and rows of heavy glass. We got a core in the middle here. Lot of heavy glass on the front here. And then some thrusters, and we're probably up into the nose section of the ship at this point. So a lot of protection between where you sit in the ship and in the front of the ship, with lots of layers of heavy glass in there. And let's see, the base hull material, carbon here, huh? That's kind of a trick though. I'm seeing that because it's got like an inner protection of all this stuff, and then to save weight, it's looks like it's using a lot of carbon on the outside, so it's trying to protect the main stuff in here with a lot of protection actually, and then but then keep it agile and getting around good. It's doing a lot of carbon in these other areas. So it looks like, kind of like the whole hull, from what I can tell, is carbon. Except for probably some protected areas. I wonder if we got some more protection in this section here or not. No, I got carbon, and then it looks like we're getting into those. Just analyzing, just trying to figure out what's making the build tick. I have a feeling this thing's gonna get around pretty good, though. I know that glass weighs quite a bit, but because of oh, wait a minute, now we've got some combat steel inside of here. I guess it's probably just set up. I'm sure it's designed to protect the areas that need to be protected, and the other areas is trying to keep the weight down by using carbon. So kind of a hybrid, complicated hull design on this, which is cool. It makes it more generally efficient if you take the time to really try to analyze where you expect the impacts to be taking place at and whatnot. Again, I have a feeling this one's going to be quick though, so let's take a look at the specs. So obviously this is for Reforged Eden, so all this should be accurate. So we've got a lot of forward thrust, strafing thrust looks good, lift thrust, down thrust, reverse thrust even pretty good. So yeah, I expected that. A lot of good maneuvering. Size class 3, unlock level 25, 14-hour and 53-minute build time. It's going to, of course, use Estrium and Zacosium again because of the weaponry and some other parts on here. 5 fuel tanks. Let's take a look at what we've got for storage. So we got a harvest controller at 320k. We've got the mining drills in the front. Makes a lot of sense. 2 320k ammo controllers. And another storage container with 320k in there for regular stuff. And then a fridge. So yeah, it's pretty much to the point. It looks like it's designed to, I mean, have some general function, but mainly as a combat-oriented ship that is going to be utilizing speed and front assault kind of ship. Very protected at the front. Other areas of the ship probably has some hybrid defenses built into the hull, even though the outside hull is generally carbon in most places that I've seen. But to try to keep the weight and maneuverability down. If you get a ship like this and you can outrun basically or strafe around everything that's shooting at you, you will ultimately take a whole lot less damage. And there's a couple of different ways to go on combat. One is brute force by having a massive, big, slow-moving ship with a super heavy armor. And then another method, which is probably a lot cheaper if you're successful in combat, that is to have something more like this that is designed to try to avoid most everything that's shooting at you, which is generally a good policy. So very nice. Anyway, some really cool creations again today by all the different authors. I hope I didn't miss anything. I feel like I did. I feel like there's one ship or so that I didn't look at a spec on or something like that. Nice stuff. I just think of all the work that gets put into all these different builds and by various authors, and that's a lot of time and creativity that goes into these. Really, really nice stuff. Anyway, you all have yourself a good day, and I will see you next time here. Probably Monday again. I'll be working on that Creel space station, or I might have an update before then. So when I start doing some more on it Monday, hopefully have some more stuff done on it. And I do plan on releasing the SCAR DFA probably this Sunday. Shouldn't take me too long to get that rolling. I got to do a little bit more work to it. And that's about it. Anyway, y'all have yourself a great weekend. I'll talk to you later.